All right. So I have to tell you, I've been laying down. Those of you who are watching this in replay, I probably won't be on super long tonight because I have to go to work tomorrow, like two on site. Yeah. I'm pretty like nervous about it because y'all remember how I don't enjoy it. You guys that know me, remember when I had to, there was like a 6 month period when I had to go on site when I took a little promotion that I got. And girl, I have to tell you, like, oh my gosh. This seriously, I've told you this guys before, but I literally went on site with my purse full of candies, like cookies, sweets, and then my desk was right beside the cafeteria. So all that I did the whole time I was on site, because it made me so anxious and so whatever, I used food to calm and soothe me, which I have done so many times and I still do it. But yeah, that happened. So probably I'll be on site tomorrow, but I'll be eating the whole time because I'll be like, ah. And so there we go. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a real thing. And I have been bedazzling after work my little Dooney and Burke bag, like I told you guys I was going to do, right? I've been doing it because I got a second win from Lavita Kim. Yes. Love her. Let me make sure that's her name. I'm going to give her a shout out and I'll probably link her down below. But Dee Bean had, hey Dee Bean, if you're listening or watching. Oh, hey guys, who's here? Pixie, Robin, Jane, Lux, Bethany, Ed. Mwah. Ed, you want to go live with me? You can't, can you? Because the babies. That's okay, but I would love it if you could. But yeah, Lavita Kim. Oh my God, I freaking love her, and I'm so glad that Dee Bean had her on yesterday because she is a bedazzler, and like you guys know, and I learned so much just from the few minutes I was there, and then I've just been binge watching her content. So yeah, girl, I'm over here like yes. So let me see, Lavita with Kim. Lavita with Kim. I'm gonna put her down below, but she will bedazzle anything. And so then I do my this is kind of a funny story, but I do my bedazzling with a toothpick, and I'll tell you why. Hey Mike, how are you? Hope you guys are doing well up there. Hope your purse thing is going good. I hope your wife's okay. Tell her I said hi. But yeah, you guys know I love bedazzling, and so I always like spread my glue and then I flip the toothpick over and then I grab my stones with that. I get a little bit of glue on there and I just grab them and put them over because I've had grabber tools and I always ruin them. But my daughter had some that I didn't even know about, and she'd already asked me, like, "Do you want me to give you those wax things that I have?" And I was like, "No." But then, like, Kim has Ekrim Demarici. Okay, sir. Hmm. Okay. Well, all right. So I'm gonna have to like, yeah. So anyway, I learned so much, and so Kim has a bedazzling pin, and girl, I am like obsessed now. And then so my daughter gave me some of hers because she does that puzzling thing where you put the little crystals on, like you make those puzzles. And she was like, Mom, I have those pins. Let me give them to you. And so then she gave them to me. And Kim's probably like, I don't, Kim doesn't know me from Adam. Like, I'm pretty sure she doesn't know who I am, but like, I am totally obsessed with her right now. But her pin is bedazzled. So I told Carter, I was like, well, I can't use this pen. And she was like, why? It's perfect. Like it's what she's using. And I'm like, no, Kim's is bedazzled. So yeah, and she's like, well, she probably bedazzled it herself. You can bedazzle the pen, Mom. I was like, but I want one just like Kim. So that's the rabbit hole that I have been down. I did work today, which was very exciting, as usual, guys. So, how is everybody? What are we thinking? What's going on? I'm just over here. Leanne, LA, y'all. There's my bestie. I read this thing the other day. Well, I didn't read it. I went on Instagram and then I kind of read the caption, and it was this guy, and he was like, "A true friend is somebody that you have been friends with for a long time, but you don't have to talk to every day. And no matter how much time has passed between the time that you talked to them the last time or saw them, it's as if nothing had ever, no time had passed. That's a true friend." And that's how LA is. So, yeah. Yes. Aaron, hello. Oh my gosh. A moderator turned on subscribe only. Oh, who did that? Did I do that, guys? Let me see. I don't even know what that is. How did that happen? Well, okay. That might be easier, but only channel subscribers of 5 minutes. So it would have been Jackie, did you do it? Okay, thank you. Because we were getting trolls. Thank you. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. It limits the bots and the trolls. Yeah, we did get a bot. That guy was a bot for sure. Ed, oh, Ed's like, girl, I wish I could. I know, babe. I know. But maybe someday I'll have LA on. God, we have stories. And I told this girl this the other day at work, like we were doing a Zoom. And I didn't really know her, but like we had, talked, and I go, yeah, you're one of those. She was telling me about her birthday and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, you're a Sagittarius. You're like you're one of those besties that knows where all the bodies are buried. And she must have never heard that. And she went, oh my God, no, I'm not that way. And I was like, no, it's it's just a thing people say. Well, that's LA. That's me in LA, girl. Pink and green all the way. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, it's a new feature. Mods have superpowers. Okay, well, I'm cool with that because y'all are mods. Y'all can do what you want, girl. Yes, yes. But I was like, did I hit something? But Dee Dee, oh my God, thank you, Dee Dee Bean. Girl, I love Kim. Can I just say it? Like, I am obsessed. Like, I am gone because I have learned so much that I was not doing well on my bedazzling projects. And y'all know I do love to bedazzle, but I've never really kind of sort of watched anybody do it or taken any like lessons or anything, if that makes sense, or tutorials. I just kind of like, well, here's some glue, here's some rhinestones, let me stick them on this bag. So, or these shoes, or are this, Coach Apple. I mean, that's just who I am, girl. I'm just a total, I love to do it, and I love to do little projects like my mom's apple. And this one, yeah, it's not the best, but I did the leaves on this. But yeah, I learned that, like, so I was spraying it with Mod Podge, and that's for glitter projects. And Kim let me know that in the chats. Like, I was like, oh shoot. And then I would take a blow dryer and blow it dry. But she's like, yeah, but that makes your rhinestones not as clear and crystally as they could be. And so now I know that she's got a thing on her channel where she shows how to like take the excess glue globulars off. So I'm going to take a Q-tip and go back in and take all that off. And these will be extra shiny now. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, you could have blown me over with a feather. Like, I love Dee Dee Bean's lives. Like, if y'all don't subscribe to Dee Dee Bean, go ahead and do that. And Kim. But I'm just telling you right now, is everybody's sinuses crazy like mine? But yeah, go ahead, girl. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to Dee Dee and to Kim, because Dee Dee will interview all sorts of different people, not just purse people, but every kind. I mean, Kim has purses like really nice bags too, but she does all kinds of stuff, right? And all kinds of vlogs and stuff. And so you never know when you're watching Dee Dee, you might see somebody that you wasn't on your radar, but now you're like, oh, now I'm totally freaking obsessed. You know what I mean? Yes, friend, bestie. That's what I'm saying. I might need to go shopping on your tree. Leanne, LA, get over here. Oh my God. Kim she's great. I mean, like she's helping me with my bedazzling journey. And that might sound trivial and whatever to anybody else, but to me it's a big deal because bedazzling has taken me out of my head and sometimes put me in a better mood to where I can deal with some crap that's going on in my life and whatever. And, everybody needs an escape. And this channel is an escape, but that is also like to keep my mind, you know, I don't know. It keeps me occupied and going. And it's a very soothing and calming thing. And now I can't see as well as I used to. So it's getting a little bit more challenging. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I need one of those like magnifying things? Did you put like I'm in it, girl. I am in it to win it. Dawn, hello. Hi. Yeah, I was talking to my bestie to LA. Thanks, LA. Yeah, that's you know what this was? This apple. This was my mom's, one of her in her like she had like a coffee table that I don't know if your moms were like this, but like the things that were on my mom's coffee table, you like couldn't put anything on it. It was just all like her decor. And so she had like a little carnival glass thing that was actually my grandmother's. And inside of that was like, like potpourri, pine cone, and this little glittered apple underneath here is like glitter. And I found it one day and I was like, I don't want to throw it away because it's my mom's. But then I was like, well, God, I should just go ahead and friggin' bedazzle it. And so I did. And this is not the apple that took me there, though. The other apple is on Big Booty Judy, which is right in front of me in the floor. But yeah, so yeah, it took me like I did it all. And then I showed it on, I think, a live one night. And then everybody was like, girl, you need it. I didn't do these. So I didn't do the leaves. And everybody's like, girl, you need to finish it and do the leaves. And I was like, y'all are right. I do. So yeah, I have just totally like gotten into projects and little, sometimes I'll puzzle when it gets cold, especially if we have like a few days off or something. I'll start a puzzle with Carter and we love to I wanted to do a whole channel. I wanted to do a second channel, which would have just been me and Carter puzzling and like not put either one of us on on camera, but like have I hate to say it again, but like Kim does her lives when she's bedazzling something, she puts the camera down to the project and you can just see it and then she voiceovers. So I was thinking, because the funny stuff that I say and get Carter cracked up, and Carter's funny too. So I was like, this would be a great channel. Like, it would just be like me and my daughter puzzling, like puzzling with two gals. You know what I mean? I didn't know what we were going to call it, but she didn't want to do it. She was like, no, I don't have any desire to be my voice on camera, anything, mom. And I was like, but it would be so funny because some of the stuff, like, we would laugh so hard. It was like, oh my God, I'm going to pee on myself. I'm laughing so hard. I'm crying. But yeah. So there we go. Yeah, my nose is running. And now, I don't know if it's the lights or this room, but every time I go live, like I itch from here all the way down. Like my face like burns and itches. It could be the makeup, and I keep saying that, but I also bought some House Labs because I love me some Lady Gaga, but I didn't color match it well. Actually, I just let the computer decide what color to send me, and it's a little too yellow. So then I went over with other stuff that I bought, which I love, but also makes me break out just a little bit. Like after I wear it a couple hours, it sort of calms down, and maybe the lights activated or something. I don't really know. I need to use some like physician's formula or something. I don't know, guys. But it's so funny because Bill always says, like, for the whole time we've been married, except since you turned 50, right? So the last few years, He's like, "You never wore makeup once." Like, I mean, on special occasion, but I loved buying makeup and I loved looking at makeup and I loved LA's makeup and the way she did her makeup and she like, would do mine sometimes and like I really loved it and bought a lot of it, but never used it. Now I don't leave my house without like a little bit of a beat, like just a bit. And I definitely don't go on camera. When I first started this, you guys, if you'll go back to my first videos, please don't, never mind. But you'll see that I didn't beat the face at all. And now I wish I had because, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. So anyway, Linda P. Hi, Dee Dee, Dawn, everybody's in the house. Jnet, how are you? How was your job? Yes. How was your job today, Jnet? Brian, hello. Thank you for the perfume. I did get it. I'm taking it to John tomorrow. It's downstairs. I got to put it in my car along with my laptop and my other stuff because like I have to. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna sleep a wink tonight because I'll be so anxious about having to go back to work for a minute. But anyway. So there's that. What do you guys want to talk about? I thought I'd come on here for a little bit. And if you guys have noticed, I say stuff that I'm eating a little bit like, so I switched the medicines from the Ozempic, not brand, but the compounded, what would be semaglutide. I switched. It's almost 3 weeks now. I've done 2 shots on it, to terzepatide, which is the Monjaro or Zepbound brand name, but I do compounded. So for some reason, the Ozempic, all of the side effects that I had with Ozempic, the gut problems, the constipation, all of that crazy madness. And there at the end, really wasn't losing much. But I don't have any of the side effects with the terzepatide. But I don't have any like weight loss and suppression either. So because I'm on the very first dose, you have to take it like 4 weeks and then you can move up. So when I go to the next dose, and I'm definitely going to do that, I think that it will suppress some of that. So if you hear me talking about eating candy, pastas, all that stuff that I never ate on Ozempic, it's because I switched medicines and now I can't eat that stuff, which is a bad thing because I'm not losing. I got down into the like 180s and now I'm back into the 190s because yeah. hmm So I'm actually craving foods that I wasn't before and eating them and not feeling bad after like the thing with the semaglutide was that I would eat something and I'd know I was going to pay for it. I know I was going to be sick or get nausea or have to run to the bathroom or not be able to go to the bathroom. It was just always something like in the back of my mind. So it stopped me from doing a lot of things, and then I didn't really have any cravings. But this, for some reason, from day one, I like wanted sugar. I wanted noodles. I wanted pasta. I wanted sweet stuff, cakes, candies, pies, right? Cereals, all the crap that I didn't want, right? Before. I wanted that again from day one. And so I just been eating it. I just been eating Nerds by the handful. I'm loving Nerds gummy clusters. Like I probably have a bag around here somewhere, but I just been eating them nonstop. So that might be a little bit of I was gonna do like a weight loss Wednesday, and then I was like, I think I need to get back into losing again. But yeah, it was doing really well. I was doing really well. And then all of a sudden I switched thinking, oh my God, this is gonna be so much great because I'd stalled out on the other stuff, and I didn't really want to go higher up in the dosage because I was afraid of the side effects even more. So my doctor was like, "Yeah, I'll write my actual medical doctor this time." Me and LA have the same doctor, by the way. But yeah, she was like, "Yeah, I'll write you the compounded, no problem." And so she did, and I was very excited, thinking, "Oh my God, I'm gonna, And the loading starting dose, I gotta tell you, it has not curbed my appetite. It's not stopped my cravings. It's not stopped me from eating anything. It's not made me sick. I haven't had bad side effects. So That is why, like, you might hear me say, like, "Oh, yeah, I'm eating nerds all the time," or, "Oh, I had, had a piece of cake," or yeah, I didn't do that. I've known that for months, and now I'm like, "Ooh, remember all those foods I loved?" Let me go back to the comments. Oh my god, we didn't talk Murakami. Oh my god, you're gonna sell your bag? Which one? You have the one, I can't remember the name. It's Charlene, is that what it's called? You have the Charlene bag, is it, if I'm not. Yeah. Oh my god, that bag is gorgeous. You're ready to let her go? I would, so if I were you, I would let her simmer for a minute, because you have a really good one that looks like brand new. And they're not gonna, I don't think they're releasing a bag similar to that, the one that you have. Oh my god, she is a pristine Murakami bag in the black multi. That is, the vachetta on it is like, it's good. It's really good. So if I were you, LA, Charlene, yes. Um, I would hold on to her just until the new Murakami drops, and then you'll probably get more money. But yeah, I don't blame you. If you're not carrying it and you're not drawn to it, I wouldn't. You know me, I'm out with the old and with the new. You know how I do. Brian says, I've never had symptoms on it, Winnie, and it will knock your food drive out. Oh my gosh. Wait. Somebody has some, like, so yeah, Leanne, right? He's doing my hair where, like, he's leaving my bangs longer. So I really like that a whole lot more than the, like, crew cut I was getting. You know what I mean? Thank you, Linda P. But yeah, hey Bethany. Yeah, Brian, I got your package. Thank you. Are you using your new Fendi tote tomorrow? I might. I thought about it, but like, ooh, I got a new bag, and I'm just gonna give you, because tomorrow I unbox this bag and talk about it, but I might just, flash it up for a second. It's like this bag. So yeah, so I might use this. But there's that. But it's beautiful, right? It's gorgeous. It smells so leathery. Goodness. Um, so Missy, on the Ozempic, my meals were good. Um, they were, meat, veg, whatever, but very minimal portions of it. I could just eat, little tiny portions of it. And then I was full and I was like, I'm good. And I really only ate like twice a day. So, but now I eat one meal a day on the other. But here's the thing: I'm snacking candy and crap. Okay, so I'll just be honest. So yeah, Dee Dee says I'm supposed to be at my former boss's 70th celebration right now, but it's raining here. Oh yeah, the rain probably makes you hurt with the RA. I'm sorry. You know what you got to do? Take some meds, babes, and relax. Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, that's a pain. You don't feel like you're in a party mood when you're hurting. You know what I mean? Definitely. I've never had symptoms on it. Okay, it will knock your food drive. Okay, I need to lose weight. Jeanette, you are skinny, girl. You look good. Ed says, "Oh, girl, it will get there." Oh, I promise I get sick. See, I don't want to get sick, but also I need something to scare me to, like, not eat all the crap. But like Bethany, right? The nerds. Girl, is my tongue still? My tongue gets really black. Yeah, you can see I've been eating nerds. I don't know. I mean, that's what I crave and that's what I want. And like, yeah. So it's okay. It's fine. And Brian says, "Oh, it will, girl. Give it some time. Then you will have to remind yourself to eat." Okay. Charlene. Oh, Jolene. Charlene. That bag is fabulous. Oh my God. I don't think you'll have any trouble selling her because of all the Murakami dropping at astronomical frigging prices, guys. Like, those bags are insane. And I said this in a live with Jackie last night, like in the chats. Louis Vuitton is having a dip. Like, they had a dip. All the luxury brands are having a dip right now, right? And the thing is, you can't throw money at a money problem. Like Louis Vuitton is throwing money at a money problem, but they're also expecting us. They know that we want this release, that we've been asking for it. But yeah, it's kind of like you can't value a bag that you sold last year for 1800 at 3200 and expect because it's done in multicolor that everybody's just going to clamor to it. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be wrong. It may sell out pre-sale like crazy, like hotcakes, because it's so anticipated. And maybe that's why all the resellers aren't selling their bags right now, because of the fact that people are saving their pennies for that. I know I'm saving for cherries when it drops. The cherry blossoms. I saw Jessie Style today. She did a whole thing on the cherry blossoms. I was never a big fan of the cherry blossoms. The cherries, the cerise line, I was, and I am. But I cannot wait till that drops with Murakami. Oh my god! And then I'll pay the exorbitant price because it's stupid. But I'm gonna save. I'm gonna try to save. Y'all know I try to implement the saving. I'm not using my credit cards. Ugh. I can't. They're like, girl, if you use one more penny on this, we're gonna lower your credit score. So like stop. So I can't use any credit cards. Plus, I really don't need to. Oh, and here's some good news, guys. Um, the builder is coming by to get a material list up for my bathroom and my ceiling downstairs. But here's what's crazy is the insurance, they did a hoodoo on me. So the builder said, like, well, if you're not paying, the insurance is not paying for it, we can go a little, different and do different things because it's coming out of your pocket, basically. And he was like, we'll, scrape all the popcorn off the ceiling, patch it, and we'll just paint a new ceiling on. Now he's just saying, oh, we'll just patch the hole where the guy cut it out to dry the ceiling, right? And I was kind of like, even Bill said, he told us to my face that he was going to redo the whole den ceiling. So now we're probably going to have to go back to the friggin' popcorn, which is fine, whatever. It's one way or the other, but we just need to get it done. August 1st is when all this happened, the first week of August. So, but yeah, so they told me to pick out tile. And I think I picked out tile, and I just told Bill, I said, well, let's just get something, that's pretty cheap. And he goes, no, no, we don't want to get cheap because we had cheap tile. The builder put cheap tile in here to begin with. He's like, no, because what I'm going to do is the whole shower in the same tile, the stall and the door, and then coming out of our bathroom and into the ensuite part of the bathroom in front of the vanity, all that's going to be tile. So it's just going to be tile from all over, like all the way down and back and out. So Bill's like, let's don't chintz on it, babe. And I'm like, oh, God, y'all know Murakami's coming out, Bill. He's like, I don't give a damn about no bags. But yeah. Oh yeah. That bag is nice, right? My bag. Oh my gosh, girl. So I'm not gonna say much about it tonight because I have a whole video coming out tomorrow. It's not what you're thinking. This is a custom made bag that was made specifically for me. It does not have any stamping except for it's personalized to me. It is stamped with me. And I'll show you that in my video tomorrow. So I want everybody hopefully will watch it. Charlene in black, all the accessories to match. Yeah, girl, you're gonna be able to sell that. Let me know when you do, and I'll run it, on a live and on a video, and people will really be into it. And then you can send me pictures, and I'll run it on my Insta and everything, and hopefully somebody will be like, "Oh God, I need that bag," because that's a nice bag. Um, yeah, the quality is not there. A rivet popped out of my boîte chapeau on one of the zipper pulls. Oh my God. And that thing was expensive. So LA has a thing for bags too, but she's kind of over it. She and I went through the same, like, oh, we gotta have all the bags. And now she's kind of like tamed the beast, and I'm still over here like, I need all the bags. But I'm kind of like calming down. I go in dips, and then I get like, oh my God, let me have a bag. And then I get in the dips. When I look at my, account, my bank account, and I go, oh. Or when I do my taxes, I'm like, oh, okay. Yikes. Murakami is the man, right? Yeah, it says, girl, I'm obsessing. Are you getting anything from the new drop in January? Elizabeth says, I don't anticipate it, but the FOMO, y'all know my FOMO is out of control and raging. Like I have FOMO like no other. I was thinking about that today. Like I used to see, somebody like Jerusha wear a certain necklace, or I'd see a ring, or I'd see, you know what I mean, an earring, and I think, oh, and I would obsess and obsess and obsess and have to get that, or something similar to it. But I don't do that as much anymore. But when I see all of the people unboxing theirs and showing theirs and, all of that, that's probably when I'm going to be like, oh, do I need a card holder? Which I don't need a card holder. Y'all know I don't do SLGs like I used to. I had the same ones for the last couple of years. I stick with them. I'm not one to change out a lot of my SLGs all the time. I have, probably 5 or 10 that I stay with, and maybe I'll switch into, but I'm not into that as I was. But the FOMO will be real. And so for me to, long story short, Elizabeth, for me to say, oh no, I definitely won't buy any Murakami in January is just me it'll be me eating my words. So I can't say that I won't. Like today on December, what is it, 3rd, 2nd, I can say like, oh, December 3rd, sorry. I can say like, oh, yeah, I don't foresee, wanting any of the bags. Cut to January 1st, which is not far away. I think I have like $1,000 saved back for, purse money. So that's not going to get me much, right? So if I sell something, guys, maybe. This is me trying to say, yeah, no, maybe, huh? I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, yes, I missed the one you held up. Oh, girl, you missed her. Oh my gosh. Look, it's got these things, guys. It's buckles, sangles. Anyway, oh my god, the damn pearl on the Gucci, that made you so mad. Yeah. When something is defective, mm, I did that same thing. LA. I got rid of the Prada crystal bag because one of the crystals popped off of it. And I had it put back on, and I had a Swarovski crystal put back on it, like by someone. I tried to do it myself, and it didn't look good, so that fell off, thankfully. And then I ordered a loose little pack of Swarovski. I found them on Etsy, thankfully, of Swarovski crystals, and I think that was like a four. I don't know whether it's 4 or 5 millimeters, but anyway, I took it to my guy, and he put it back on as it should be, and then I promptly sold it. I mean, it's like that. It's like once it does some shit to you, you're like, we got to break up, bag. I'm not. Um, you're not the one. So yeah, I get it. You will definitely be LA. You know me. I know. The FOMO is real. It is intense. It's real. And I will see somebody, it'll happen when somebody unboxes it and shows it, or on Insta, and I'll be like, yeah, girl, add to cart. I got to like give it to me. Give it to me now, like a petulant child. I'll be that biche. Um, there is a bracelet. Yes, the bracelet. You do love your bracelet. So Um, maybe I should buy you the bracelet. And it's not close to your birthday though. That's what sucks. I could justify it then, right? Oh, I love you, Ed. I love you enough to buy you a bracelet anyway. Ed says the same thing. I bet you'll buy something. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did well. Yeah, I don't know if you guys are regular viewers, you're subscribers, so you guys watch me. So, and I'm not trying to be braggadocious or anything. I'm just trying to say, like, I had a really excellent month, sponsorships plus revenue on my channel in November. That has died down some. I don't have as many sponsors lined up. So, if you want to sponsor, if you're watching, I can be bought. But no, seriously though. But yeah, November was this every single video I had a paid sponsor or, whatever. And so I did really well. It's the most money in the whole time I've had this channel that I have ever made, both revenue and in sponsored ads. So it did really well. And I ended up putting back that money. Of course, you don't get paid in YouTube for the month that just happened until around the 21st, 22nd. So that is it's the biggest check I've ever gotten. So that coupled with my savings that like I said, I only have $1,000 held back. So that money plus, well, I didn't count my sponsorship money. So with the sponsorship money and all the revenue I made in November, I probably could, but should I? Like, that's my reason. Like, listen to my husband. He's talking to somebody on the phone. Hi, how y'all doing? So yeah, I don't think I should. Like my spidey sense is tingling about it, but also my common sense is going, bitch, you're what? Why would you? Because I have bought so many friggin' multi bags, but I have never had. I've always had the white multi bag. Look at my grays. Um, but I've never had a black multi. And so I might want to venture into that. But I don't know, guys. I always say, no, of course I know she's not. And then I go, guys, I've got an unboxing, right? So, you know. Okay, so here I go, Jen. I love your screen. I love your name on here. Here I go, Jen. I love that. There will be I'm gonna have to go get me a drink. Um, there will be no stopping me from getting something from the Murakami collection, even though I way overbought this year. Like to the point I'm embarrassed. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go grab my drink. I'll be right back. Okay. Gaze upon silver bells, Christmas bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Oh, really? Hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. You singing, babe? Bill sang. He thought I wasn't doing a live yet or anymore. Okay, so sorry to have checked out on you. That was crazy. Okay, I hope everybody didn't leave me. Okay, I want to show you while I was in there getting my drink. Let me take a slurp. Let me take a little slug. Me and my cousins used to always say, "Give me a sup." Give me a sup of that. Can I get a little sup? Okay. Um. So here's what I had. Remember, I told you I was gonna start on this. So this is what I've done. So last night I worked on a couple hearts, and then today I worked on a couple. Um, and then I'm gonna do all the hearts first, right? And then I'm gonna fill all of this in with the black crystals. I mean, it's gonna take a while because I want to say these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, little hearts that I've done so far. They took me a while Yeah, it took a minute, girl. It took a minute, but I like the way it's turning out. And so my dream is to one day buy the Nano Murakami, not the new drop. I can't. I wouldn't do that to a new one because I'd just be scared to. But I'd like to find one, and I always look for them, and now they're back up to sky high again. So, but I'd like to someday be able to do this and maybe send it to somebody like Kim. Hey Kim, if you're watching, to bedazzle the Murakami, right? But I wanted to try it on this first and just see. And I'm kind of glad. What do you guys think? I'm kind of pleased with how it's coming out, but I'm enjoying it. It will look good. I think it will look good if if I have the patience to keep like plugging at it. But yeah, I would do it on this bag, but I don't know if my skills are good enough to try it on an LV bag because they're so freaking the white ones, of course, because they screwed them all up. But if you cover them in rhinestones, hmm. But yeah, they screwed them up with that red suede inside, and they bled through. And I just bought so many of those white ones, and then I was just like, meh, I'm done. I don't want it anymore. And then sold it, sold it, sold it. Never carried them. They're so hard to freaking style. Like Jesse was saying, like jeans, sneakers, and a white tee, and you're basically that's it. You know what I mean? You're kind of locked into solid, like pick one of the colors out of the lineup and wear that like a whole dress or something, or a whole outfit, and that's I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not one of those like I guess if you wore like you could pull out like the green color with maybe a green t-shirt or I don't know. I don't know. They're just really kind of hard to style for me. I don't know. I just never I ended up grabbing them to a dressed up thing kind of, and to me the multi can be a dressed down thing even the best, right? I don't know. Hey, Apple Blonde, hello. Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, thumb up the live if you can. Um, yeah, the more bling, the better, right? When this thing is done, like the friggin', it'll probably weigh 3 pounds, but I don't really care. I am just going to be excited. And if I carry it, great. If I put it on my shelf as art, great. Decor, that's even better. Because, yeah, this is, a vintagey. Yeah, it's from the 2000 early 2000s. So I'm just really excited to do this whole thing and get it popping. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's see. I probably look like a clown. I carry the bag I want to. I don't worry about Pixie. I get you on that, but like sometimes I'll really obsess about it. I get really in my head about like, oh wait, should I have on green and whatever, should I carry like a green bag? You know what I mean? I'm still tied to those old like whatever's about matching, and you're right, it doesn't really matter. It In the end, it doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, I haven't owned a Murakami in a couple years, in the multi in a couple years. The last one I had was the little nano, and I had that one painted. I paid so much money for having that. I got a good deal on the bag, but then I paid so much money to the gal to repaint the whole thing. And then I was so scared that the pink was coming back. I kept seeing like the pink it's back, right? Which was all in my mind, but I was like, I'm selling it. I'm just gonna sell it. It's just making me a nervous wreck. So yeah. If I could find a good deal on one and get it bedazzled. But yeah, what are you guys thinking about? Like, is anybody out there gonna buy a Murakami piece from the drop? I mean, has anybody talked to an SA or CA about it and had any like is anybody pre-ordered? Are you even allowed to pre-order yet? I don't know if that's a pre-order, but I did get a thing on the Louis Vuitton app today that said like, hey, we'll remind you it's dropping January 1st. But sometimes they'll say like pre-order now, and it didn't say that. It didn't even show up all the pieces. Did your guys' app say show you all the pieces like Australia's did? Like Jessie could see all the pieces on hers. I couldn't see them on mine. So like I don't know what's up with that. But maybe, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't like I didn't like the cherry blossoms back then when they dropped. I just never did. To me, it reminds me of what we have around here, the dogwood trees. You guys know what dogwood trees are? The cherry blossoms are they the same thing as the dog what we call the dogwood tree? Because they look exactly like that to me. I don't know. But not that I don't like it. It's just not my thing. Yep. So there you go. Okay, your app showed limited. Okay, so it did show some. I don't know what's up with my app. I get things really late. Um, so maybe I'll go on the actual Louis Vuitton site, like the .com, and check it out. Yeah. Yeah, go watch Jessie Style LA. She's showing all the cherry blossoms. So yeah, everybody that was into that is really excited. But my gosh, I can't even imagine so y'all know I loved the tiny pochette and the tiny Alma. Now I'm not an Alma girl or Alma girl. I'm not. But in the tiny, but $1,600, $1,200 for a freaking charm like this, a tiny. Oh God, you guys know what I forgot? She's so crass. Okay, where is it? I don't know where it is. I do not know where my bag is. Okay, I forgot. Isn't that awful to like have a huge. Okay, this is a bad problem to have. Oh no, I see it. I see it. You guys are like, where the hell did she go? Hold on. I don't want to I'm so pinned in this corner. Okay. Hi, I'm back. Um, I forgot this remember I bought this like a freaking idiot, and I'm over here like, I mean, a bag charm for $1,000 is nuts, girl. And then cut to she paid $1,000 for a damn bag charm, and then I have another unboxing of a similar one this month. It's downstairs, but oh god, it smells so good. Look, it has the little tiny girl, this tiny. Uh-huh. You can tell me nothing. Where should she go? Okay, she's just gonna go right. Okay, no, maybe not. Wait. You kind of have to bend these up. Okay, there we go. I forgot to do that. And then I see another one that looks like a Birkin one somebody gifted me. I need to put that on there. And then, oh gosh, Maria Louise Loves Luxury. She gifted me a little tiny black, it looks like what do they call those Hermes bags with the H's in them? Dawn has one, the Evelyn. And I have to put that up too. I think I put it on a bag. I just have to remember what bag I put it on. That's crazy, right? But yeah, I need to put that one up there too. But anyway. So okay, let's see. Let's go back to the chats. Let's see. Okay. Everybody saying hi to Apple Blonde. Hello, gorgeous. Love it. Does anyone else have a cat who knocks over? Well, that's their job, Jeanette. That is their job. They will do that. We can't see the top of the tree behind you. You cannot. Oh, shiz. Oh, wait. What did I just do? Okay, hold on. There it is. It's the you know what it is? It's the dang Coach sparkly. Oh god, I love that drop. That was a nice drop, right? Love it. Has she carried it? I'm trying to get Carter to because Carter's been in. So, y'all know my daughter. Here's what happens: she'll carry a bag 6 to 8 months, solid. She's not one to. We don't change our bags. But I'll be like, babe, you've carried that one a little while. come on in the room, and she'll go to the wall and be like, okay, I'll take this one. And this one she really loves. And I said, babe, I love you. This is your bag. Like, you can have it. You can carry it and wear it out. I love it. So I'm just waiting for her to take ownership of this bag. Um, but I still love that I bought it and I own it because it's such a fabulous. And every time it hits the site, it sells out in like an hour. Like, it's a very. They did their thing on this sparkly. Can you guys see the right? Ugh. Y'all just know I love a sparkle. I love a good sparkle. Shit, I'm into it. But yeah, I told Carter, like, come on, switch bags. But yeah, she's in the Coach, like the Western tabby one with the cargo pockets. God, that one's nice too. I can't believe my battery's low on my friggin'. But you know what? I have my charger in here, so we're good. We're good. But oh my gosh, Ed does have. All right, so and LA knows this because she knew me at the time. When I bought a cherries, me and LA used to go on the e-luxury site and just like be like, oh girl, we need that. Like, um, but yeah, LA was the first one. She got a speedy. Didn't you get it off the e-luxury? Yes, and I loved her bag, but then her freaking cord started coming out. So, like, yeah, she's had some quality issues on her bags. But okay, long story short, a long time ago, back when they first dropped in 2005, I, naive dumbass, I think, what did the bag sell for? 900, $1,000. I go on eBay and I see it for LA. What was it? 299, something like that. I can't even remember, but it was way cheaper. But it had all the trimmings of it, and it was just one seller, and I was like, "Oh my god, I found a cherries bag." And they duped that bag very well. But of course, at this point in my life, like, I would never be tricked. And part of me, I want to say, I wanted it so bad that part of me knew that, like, wink, wink. And the other part of me was like, oh, it could just be somebody bought it and hates it. Like, I'm getting a great deal. It didn't have any smell when it came. It had all the trimmings, but like, it was just something was off with it. And so I never really carried it. Maybe a couple times. But LA knew. LA like, that damn thing ain't real. But yeah, so I let my friend Dana at the time carry it. She didn't give a rat's. She was like, I don't care if it's fake, give it to me. And she carried the shit out of it. I mean, she beat the brakes off that bag. She carried it, girl. She carried it. And then, finally one day I don't even think I asked her for it back, or maybe I did. I don't remember why she gave it back, but she's just like, yeah, here's your bag back. And it had been carried and carried. But then I was like, well, this damn thing ain't even real. Anyway, cut to, I never wanted to get rid of it because, first of all, you can't sell a fake ass bag. So I wasn't going to do that. And it was such a pretty bag, I didn't want to tear it up. But then I didn't want to carry it because I knew it was a fake Rooney. Something in my head was like, I just don't want to carry it, right? And you do you. And I will say, I don't have judgment on anybody who carries anything. Like, it is your money. I'm not going to judge somebody spending their money on a bag, whatever that bag is. That is you. I have a problem with somebody trying to sell you something that is represented as authentic when it is not, such as that bag. So anyway, I just kept it in my closet. I just kept it to my closet, and I just never carried it. I think Madison carried it one time, and I went to clean out my closet the other day, and there was a bunch of bags I just didn't want anymore, and I was like, yeah, do you want this bag? So yeah, I don't know why I didn't want to get rid of it, but then also it's that thing of like, if you have any that are, you can't, unless you're like really besties with somebody and you're like giving it to them, or you're really sure that that person's not going to then turn around and try to sell it and misrepresent it. I mean, the only other thing you can do, like Jackie says, is burn it, cut it up into a million pieces. Like, that's like, what else are you going to do? So anyway, yes. I don't know where I. Yes, girl. There's an app. Wait a minute. Okay. Yes, vintage cherry. Yes. Um, Smiling Cats Couture does have a short video. There we go. Yes. So go watch Laura. She has a video on that. Please subscribe to her and go watch her videos. They're really good. And she has like she's a connoisseur of the multi. And I want to know, what are you gonna get from the drop? Please tell me. Um Yeah, they have an app, and the app is totally cool, LA. You can get, like, once you download the app, you get, like, little LV, emojis and stickers, and you can send them to people. It's totally fun. And then you can do repairs through there. So, like, if you have a repair, you don't have to call them anymore. You just send them pictures, and you just get, an email back, and it says, "Hey, yeah, we'll take it. Here's the mailing label. Here's how much it'll cost." You never have to speak to a person, girl. You just do it all through the app. So yeah, you can pre-order through the app. It's legit. Um, Bethany says, I had to quit buying Waterford ornaments because the branches can't help. Oh my God. And to break one of those, girl. I don't really have any. I think I have one Linux ornament. Don't really have any. I have some antique ornaments. Well, not they're 30 something years old. I don't know. Is that considered? I guess they're. But when I worked at Lowe's when I was in college, I worked at Lowe's, and I was in charge of, well, wasn't in charge, but I worked in the I worked in the garden center, and then we came inside to sell Christmas when it got cold and Christmas trees outside. And so I always set up all the Christmas ornaments. And so I would, take back stuff that I wanted. I would get my employee discount. And then if they'd go 75% off after Christmas, I was always the first one in the store. So I'd be like, hell yeah. So I bought a bunch of beautiful ornaments, and I've broken almost half of what I had. But they're gorgeous. They're still very beautiful. And were expensive at the time when I bought them, back in the day, but they don't really even have like that kind of really nice ornament anymore, like they used to. But yeah, yeah, I don't have any like crystal or anything like that. I really want one of the. I thought about buying one of the Tiffany ornaments, but then when it gets broken, my heart will sink to my stomach. Um, You remember that cherries? Yes. Same with me in that door. Yes, because we both had done that, and we both bought them thinking, "Oh, it could be. It might be real. There's a possibility." And then we're both kind of like, "Damn." And so we just didn't carry them. But then you're like stuck with the bag. You're like stuck with it. Somebody screws you over, and then you're stuck with it, right? Hey, Dawn. Oh, Helena, hello. Hello. Did you see like how my eyes went, hey? I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, God. I want the never full, but my essay said pre-orders open the 12th for select people. And you really think it's the 6th? Yeah. Like, are we going to be the select people that get. So Jackie and I want to go in together. So I don't want the never full, but I want the hands pouch. LA, I've been saying this. I want that hands pouch that goes with the new Murakami Flowers Neverfull. If you've seen it on Insta and stuff, they made the super flat, I guess that's what they call that design, hands. And I have the Neverfull hands that I almost went to divorce court over when I emptied my bank account. You remember, girl, you remember. I did that. Well, anyway, it didn't come with a pouch because they didn't make them with pouches at that time. They started the next year. Uh, so I really want the pouch. And I told Jackie, I said, if it's, something that we can go in together, like I'll pay a portion, right? And then you can, and, and we'll split it. We'll like not 50-50, but like, you can pay for the bag and I'll pay a reasonable amount, whatever, for the pouch. I really want to do that. And then we're both happy, right? But if it's dropping so soon, I'm not sure if we can get our money together by then, guys. But yeah, I hope I can make it to the live, but probably the replay. Ed, my daughter, wait, what are we talking about? With an Everfull. Ed, my daughter won't even carry a purse. I told her to sell them. Wait a minute. It keeps jumping on me. Oh, okay. You'll tell. Okay, you're saving that tomorrow. Okay. So Smiling Cats Couture, Laura, she is going to she's going to be on live with Dee Dee, right? Okay. Cool. Drop the time down there so we'll know and we'll definitely find out what you're getting because you're the biggest Murakami collector that I know. Like you have more than anybody I know of. You have a really, really nice collection. It's great. It really is something to behold. Okay. LA says, yeah, my daughter won't even carry a purse. I told her to sell them or find someone to love them. Yeah. For Helena, I'm feeling played. Why? Oh, because of the drop thing. Yeah. I hope I can make it to the live. Yeah, I hope I can too. For Helena, I'm shocked. My guy friend really freaked me out. Oh, sending you. Okay, so Jeanette's guy friend sent her a dick pic. Like, I was like, well, you need to run, girl. Unless it's something that you enjoyed. She won't send it to me. Damn. No, I'm kidding. I don't need that on my. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Bill would see that and like he would be like, "Are you having somebody in your DMs?" No, no. Mm-mm. Who gonna crawl in my DMs, guys? I get a lot of the scammers. Hey, beautiful lady, how are you? You know it's them. So you single? No, married. Bye. Let me block and delete you. I get a lot of those. Yes, scammers. It's at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. So that's 6 for us. Or is that 4 for us? It's 6. Okay. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. LA, she needs to sell her bags and buy something she wants. I will tell you in chat on Insta. No, Janet, send that around to somebody else, girl. You already told me, baby. He has paranoia and is not medicated at all, and he's refusing the meds. Well, yeah, you're gonna have to dump him. I went to LV and then back to Pop Mart. Oh my God, I hope you got something good. I can't wait to see it. I'm not really paying attention. My friend's mom just died. Oh my God, Dawn, did she? I'm so sorry. I know you've been talking about that. I hate that because you guys were close too. I'm sorry. I'm sending you a cyber hug and a kiss. I'm so sorry. I hate to hear that. I know you're sad. That's awful. Ugh, babes. Yeah. Ugh, that sucks. LA says, "Oh yeah, I saw it. It's cool the way they are incorporating the hands in different things." Yeah, yeah. The one I have is remember when I bought it though, LA. Remember, I called you and I said, "I'm probably gonna get a divorce." I emptied our whole bank account for one bag, but it was legit. I was kind of scared it wasn't. I was kind of scared, like, oh shit. This might be just like the cherries one where I'm like, "Oh my God, I got you. I won it." But I won the auction. It was so crazy. I went in with a crazy like low ball and nobody else had bid on it. I guess everybody else was thinking, "Oh, it's fake." It's not. Well, y'all know you've seen it. But yes, girl. Let me tell y'all, people here will ask you, is your bag real? Is that real? Is that a real Louis Vuitton? And girl, I used to get that all the time on my bags. And that when me and Bill bought one in Vegas, when I bought that Cava piano, girl, I carried the receipt around until it just was the dang numbers were rubbed off of it. I didn't I? LA was she thought that was so funny. We were at a birthday party and I was like, bitch, here's the receipt because people just always would say, like, is that a real one? Is that authentic? Is that a real bag? Is that a real Louis Vuitton? I was like, hell yeah, it's real. I don't do that anymore, but I did that with that bag because I just got so many people being nosy and acting like my bag wasn't. I was like, Yes, she is. But anyway. Didi says, sorry, I'm listening and paying bills. That's okay, girl. Apple Blonde, yes. So sorry about your friend's mom, Dawn. They were close. So yeah, it's really that's sad. And was I saying Laura? I'm sorry. I meant Lori. Laurie. I'm so sorry. I have a bunch of Lauras, Lauries, and Lauras that I'm friends with, like in real life and online. So I apologize for that, smiling cats. I do, Lori. I think I've done that to you more than once, and I do apologize. Feel free to call me Wendy for from now on. I'm sorry about that. I hate when people get my name wrong. And I know and I hate when I get people's name wrong. LA, yes. Janet has a guy friend that sent her a pic, girl, just like bam. Like she started texting with him, and he was like, bam, here's my whoop. Yeah. Hi. Some guys do that. Mm, I guess, but I've been married since the invention of the phone, so I've only seen well, okay, I've looked up some. I'm not gonna lie. I looked up okay, whose pictures leaked? Oh my gosh, the guy that was in Katy Perry's Man. Do you know what I'm talking about? Who was Legolas in Lord of the Rings? Orlando Bloom. They went like kayaking, and they she was topless and he was like letting it all hang out, and he has nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing to be ashamed of. That thing was he was on his knees, and that mother effer was hitting the damn surfboard paddleboard they were on. I was like, "Ooh, wait, what?" So look that one up. So sometimes, yeah, when people say there's leaked pictures of celebrity, and then I looked up someone else the other day. Was it Justin Timberlake? No. Oh, it was Justin Bieber. I looked his up too because somebody said he had some leaked photos a long time ago, and I was like, let me go on and let me check this out because I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Is that bad? I just want to see. I just want to know. Like, okay. Justin Bieber ain't got nothing to be ashamed of either. I'm just saying. Okay. Yes. Oh my God. Elizabeth, it's gone from the app. Yesterday, you could click what you want to pre order and send it. Oh my God, you're kidding. That never came up. Why am I coughing? I apologize. I might be getting sick. I hope not, but oh my gosh, guys. That is so embarrassing. Not the Bieber hot dog. Yep, the Biebs. He's got it. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, and Chris Evans. Okay, I did look his up too. He's got nothing to be ashamed of, girl. He did, right? He didn't mean to, though. Remember, he didn't mean to. I think he thought he was doing it to a friend. Or no, wasn't it that thing of where you like screenshot and all your pictures on the bottom come up, and you could like squeeze in and see? I think that's what happened to him. But yeah, he okay, okay. I mean, all these stars. Wow, I see what got you there now. Wink, wink. Oh, LA. If I didn't go in tomorrow, they would be pissed. I ought to go in wearing a mask. Like, guys, I'm coming down with something. But then I would just have to come back without my team because they're not gonna get me. They're not gonna let me out of it. But I'm still nervous about it. Y'all know. Yes, all his screenshot photos. Remember, a girl, I saw it. I looked it up too because when I hear there's a leaked photo, I'm like, and y'all remember watching the movie Gone Girl? So they asked Jennifer, not J Lo, because they didn't broke up, but they asked the one before her, the other Jennifer that he was married to for so long, um, what was her name? Jennifer Garner, about was that all him? Because there's a shot in Gone Girl when he gets in his shower, and it is a hog leg. I ain't gonna, I'm girl. I mean, I think it's a prosthetic because people in movies like they can, if you ever saw Dirk Diggler or whatever that movie was, that was a prosthetic clearly. But at the end of the movie, when he like, you know, Um, but I think a lot of these celebrities, when they have to show full frontal nudity, and isn't it always a double standard that women have had to do it for so long, the actresses, and they don't care, but like with men, they're going, But I'm like, no. If the women have had to, why don't y'all? We need to see it. But anyway, yeah, that one shot because I slowed that down in the movie. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let me go back. Let me slow motion this. Oh. And so then somebody interviewed her and asked her about it. And she was like, well, I'll never kiss and tell. But then she kind of had a like smirk. Now ask her today, she'll probably say, oh no, no, that's a process. But oh J-Lo, yes, I am like I can't come in tomorrow. I took a sick day yesterday. So yeah. Yeah, right. We need to see it. I wonder if he's got any leaked photos. Oh, J Lo might leak them out. Speaking of leaking out, gross. Here I go again. Have y'all ever wondered if you've ever encountered somebody online, like you've like went into somebody's chat and chatted with people? Have you ever just wondered maybe it's somebody like maybe not like an A-list celebrity, but like Kathy Griffin or something. I love going to her lives. Y'all ever go to her lives? She's hilarious. She does her makeup when she's doing a thing, and she's just like, blah, 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 and she tells all these stories. And I'm always like, Kathy, hey, and try to like get her attention. She never says hi to me because she never really sees. But yeah. But do you ever wonder like if maybe you've gone into a big chat? Not mine. I'm talking about like big chat. You've been in big chats, right? And talking to people, especially on Insta when people do lives and stuff. You ever just wonder, like, wonder if this is some kind of like, wonder if this like really is a person. It's like being in a movie or something. And they're just like online incognito. I mean, these are the things I think about. And now I found out that there's really a thing called the Truman, the Truman something. It's like a psychosis in your mind where people really think like the Truman Show. Remember Jim Carrey? Like that their life is that they're not really living their life, that they're being filmed all the time. Like that's a real thing in people's head. Girl, I don't, oh my God, this stuff. People would record me and be like, oh God, she's canceled. Let's cancel her. Let's drag her. She's crazy. Oh, yeah, that's right. She did. LA, you're right. You're right. I think Jen Garner said, you're welcome. Okay. She did kind of allude to that was all him, right? But I wonder what she would say now. Because you remember she was in the last Deadpool movie. And they said, they did an on screen thing. Like he was like, weren't you with, and he said, oh, I'm sorry about your husband or whatever. And she went, "Oh, it's fine." And she was, because she was Daredevil, and then he was that other whatever. Why do they keep casting Ben Affleck as a superhero? Like, no. I have never, like, guys, I've never thought that he was hot. I've just never seen it. But now, when he was in that movie, I was like, let me slow this down. Let me look. Because I saw something. I saw something there. Yeah, girl. You're right, LA. Oh my god, did I ever tell you that C thought she was chatting with Chelsea Handler's Now I've never done that. Like that's y'all know. Mm-mm. If people come out and say there's some kind of celebrity, it's 100% not true. Like if they're saying like I'm the real what I ain't gonna fall for that. That's how people get scammed. But I've always wondered like in lives, like in the Kathy lives and like you see people like chatting and stuff, you just wonder like, am I like 6 degrees away from like Kevin Bacon or somebody in here? I would be such a star effer, right? I'm a star effer. You know me. Yeah, he's not even right. Oh my god, he's not. And they just keep putting in like Batman and like Daredevil and all these I don't. When they made him Batman, I was like, What? Did he like pay y'all to put him in the movie? Because they don't fly for me. I'm sorry to those people who are big Ben Affleck fans, but I just don't see it. I just don't get it. There's so many great actors out there and hot buff actors. So many Australian, like the Australians, they got my heart. I'm sorry, but that Jacob Elordi, girl, and he's 27 years old. He's like 28, maybe he's even 30 now. Mm. He is beautiful. He is beautiful. Like he's 7 foot tall. He's Australian. Woo! Oh my god. Yes, yes, yes. He was so good in Good Will Hunting. He was so good in the the one that started with Matthew McConaughey. Like both of them started out in that movie. Oh gosh, it's the high school movie from the 70s. It's such a good movie. Matthew McConaughey is in it. He's all right, all right, all right. That's the part that like really made him or started his career. And Ben Affleck was the mean guy that like beat the kids, the freshmen coming in. He got a little too much pleasure out of it. Like he was good in that too. Like that, like I didn't have any problem seeing him as that guy. You know what I mean? But yeah. I was like, girl, you're probably talking to someone in another country because they wanted her to get on WhatsApp. Yeah, for sure. Once that comes out, and like I don't put it when people message me or DM me, I don't care where it is, even on WhatsApp or Insta, Facebook, whatever, TikTok, whatever, wherever it is. Like the other day, I followed this guy on TikTok that is so funny, and he is like a huge TikToker. And then while I was on the app, it came up that he started following me, and I got really excited. I was like, "Why would he follow me? I don't really post on TikTok." And then Carter was in the room with him. She goes, "No, mom, it's not really him. It's just somebody trying to scam you." And she like looked and she was like, "See, it's got to have a check or a star or something behind. It's not him." And I was like, "Oh," I was so sad. I was like heartbroken that it wasn't really him following me back. I was like, but then I kind of thought like, I don't really post on TikTok anyway. Like, why would anybody ever follow me? But I do. I have to tell y'all this. I do follow on TikTok. Do y'all remember Wife Swap? Okay. Do you remember? God, I can't remember. Her name. So crazy. Um, Marguerite Perrin. And she's the one that would say, "Dazed and Confused." That's right, Christy. Yes, Dazed and Confused. Dee Dee, you guys knew it. Yes, 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 yes. That's it. He and Matt Damon wrote Goodwill. Yep, he belongs in the industry. Just maybe behind the scenes. Right, we're of the same mind on that. But anyway, Marguerite Perrin was a wife swap, and she became super like famous from her episode because she was the one that she said, "I'm a God warrior," and she screamed, they're not a Christian, and she has several catchphrases that came from it. They even wrote her on to like South Park, and like she went on talk shows, and anyway, she has a pretty big I don't know if it's big, but she has a TikTok, and I started following her, and she's like followed me back and talked to me, and so like I think she's really cool. She's funny. She does these TikToks where she had like she was a real big girl at the time, and she'd had weight loss surgery. So she'd lost quite a bit of weight. She's still, big gal, but she does these things where she she'll just start dancing and she'll just get out in the street and dance. And, when she's on vacation and stuff, and she'll have somebody record her and she'll do like TikTok dances and stuff. I think she's hilarious. But anyway, yeah. And then one time Scott Stapp of Creed. So I have like the only I don't have many TikTok videos, but the first one I ever posted was of us at the beach a long time ago when my kids weren't married and had kids of their own, when they were little enough to go with us. Um, but we were going out to eat one night, and my son, the "Can You Take Me Higher," that song. But he was singing it like Scott Stapp, and he was really, "Can you take me?" And he was doing, and we were cracking up, like me and Carter, and we were all in the car just cracking the hell up. And I recorded it, and so I put that on my TikTok, and he friggin' liked it. The actual real Scott Stapp, like he friggin' watched it and like because we tagged him in it. But how funny was that? I was like, I sent it to my son. I was like, guess who liked your video? And he was like, oh my God. But yeah, that's my only I don't really have any. One time Jerusha came into my live. Well, twice she's come into my live a couple times. So that was like very exciting. And one time Saya was in here. Jacob came into my live a couple times, so that was kinda like, "Wow, holy shit," it's kinda like, "Woohoo." Um, but who else? The guy, Rich Lux, he came into my live once and promptly left. But I was like, "What? Oh my god." So, anyway. But yeah, those are the only, like, yeah. But sometimes I always wonder, like, maybe somebody could come in to a live that you're in, like, you're in there chatting, and somebody could stumble in there and they could be like, shit, Jennifer Aniston or something. Because I gotta say, if I was like Jennifer Aniston or J Lo or I don't know, some big, Beyonce or Lady Gaga or something, that's what I do. I try to be like incognito and go in places and be normal. Because they can't live normal lives anyway. People always hounding them and trying to take their picture and like Britney Spears and stuff. That's what I do. I just get a fake screen name and go in places and just be a normal I just be a normal person, chat it up with people. I don't know. Just my 2 cents on it. Anyway, okay, so tomorrow I've been on here for a little while, but I will let y'all go tonight, but I have to tell y'all, oh, I got some new slippers. I've been getting these slippers, but I finally got the right size. Can I show y'all? I can't get my foot up here. There's a table in front of me, just in case y'all wondering. And plus, I am kind of a big gal. Okay, I just got these today. But look, there's this brand right here. This Ariat, okay? And like if you are trying to get your size, if you're like a 7 to an 8.5, get the medium. Okay. But anyway, I love these. They're comfy and they're warm AF. I took my last pair was just like this, and I took them up to Dawn's, and I wore them around Dawn's house. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming by my live tonight. I will have an unboxing tomorrow of a bag that somebody made for me, and it's exciting. I'm so excited that this custom piece came my way. I love it. I love it. I think it's so soft and gorgeous and beautiful. And now I'm gonna sit up all night and like be like looking at the clock. 2 more hours to go. But it'll be over before you know it. I saw big tennis shoe slippers at the mall. Oh my God. Remember when I used to wear those all the time, sneaker ones? And I asked Jay if she remembered you always wearing those big booty. I loved those. Those were so comfortable. But I got out of wearing them finally. I don't know why they kept like tearing up. I have to buy. I go through slippers twice a year almost because I that's the thing I do. And my daughter asked me the other day, my grown one, who's in Louisiana, she called me and she said, "Mom, do you always wear house shoes and slippers because kids drop things on the we as kids we drop things on the floor and it was gross?" And I was like, "Well, that's part of it, but I just don't like the fact that my feet touch the bare ground." knowing that y'all don't take your shoes off when you come in the house and it's disgusting. And the thought of my actual feet touching the bare floor is too hard for me to bear. So yeah, dang it, man. But anyway, yeah, they looked like Air Jordans. They did. Well, one of the ones that I had, they were, remember, Snooki wore them. And she actually collabed on some of them. She wore them all the time, and I was like, well, I'm going to try these. Comfy feet. And, yeah, I loved those. They were real expensive at one point, and then they're like, 10 or $20. So if I could find them for like $20, I'd buy a pair. But yeah, every like 8 or 9 months, I go through them and like rip them up, and then I have to buy a new pair. Yes. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. My phone is about to die. I've got like 3% left. I hope you guys have a great rest of the night. Thank you again. And don't forget, Dee Dee Bean is live tomorrow with Laurie and Smiling Cats Couture. She has a humongous multicolor collection. And also, she's going to tell us what she wants from the drop, which is exciting because we all kind of want to know, right? I wish I had had her on tonight, but what are you gonna do? I'll have some people on coming up. Dawn was not in a place where she wanted to be live. I could tell that. Ed had the babies. So yeah, maybe LA will go live with me one day. That'll be so fun. But anyway, love you guys. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.